That night, I climbed onto the rooftop just to steal a glimpse of the moon. What I never expected was to see the statue of a seraph on its surface. Even more shocking, the seraph opened its golden red eyes and stared right at me. The moment our gazes met, my own eyes erupted with golden light. From that day on, I lost my sight completely, and my mind started falling apart. Everyone thought I had developed some kind of delusion disorder, so I was locked up in a psychiatric hospital for years. It wasn't until I learned to lie that the doctors finally diagnosed me as recovered. I told them my vision had returned, but the truth was, I was still blind. However, ever since my eyes failed me, my other senses became incredibly sharp. Even without sight, I could perceive everything around me. For years, I kept having the same dream every night. In it, there was an endless fog and a mysterious place called the Asylum of the Gods. I had a feeling that all the answers lay behind that door, but I had never been able to open it. After returning to normal life, I went back to school. Thanks to my aunt pulling some strings, my classmates looked out for me. But on our way home from school one day, we were attacked by a group of creatures called masked ones. Turns out, 100 years ago, a strange fog appeared in Antarctica and swallowed every nation on Earth except Daxia. Now, Daxia is all that's left of human civilization. Within its borders, these masked ones show up from time to time. For ordinary people, they're the stuff of nightmares. But for those with special abilities, the Guardians, it's a different story. They protect the world from these threats. To prevent mass panic, any civilians who witness the masked ones have their memories wiped. My classmates and I were in a tough spot. The masked ones that invaded the old district had broken through the Guardians' perimeter. By the time the Guardians noticed, the creatures were already attacking us. To protect the girls in my class, I stepped up without hesitation. My perception was strong, but I had no real combat abilities. Meanwhile, the Guardians activated a barrier called the Boundless Domain to seal off the area and prevent the masked ones from escaping. One Guardian had orders to eliminate all the creatures immediately, but by then, I was already surrounded. As the masked ones tore into me, I refused to die like this. I hadn't even had a chance to live a peaceful life yet. That desperation pulled my consciousness back into the dream. This time, fueled by my rage, I finally broke through the door of the Asylum of the Gods. The moment it opened, an overwhelming power erupted from my body and eyes. Some Guardians thought a new Forbidden Zone had appeared, but their captain had a different answer, a divine ruin. That blazing, sacred, and almighty presence could only belong to a god. The divine agent of Entity 003, Michael, had awakened. When my consciousness returned to the asylum, I realized it looked exactly like the psychiatric hospital I had lived in. The layout was the same, but the rooms were different. There were only 6 patient rooms, and except for the first one, the other 5 were locked. When I opened the first room, I found Nyx, one of the 5 primordial deities of Greek mythology, the mother of gods, the goddess of night. But she was severely mentally ill, and it was my job to help her recover. At 1%, 50%, and 100%